What is the difference between Calvary love and shame? The Apostle Paul says in his letter to the Colossian Christians, the Son of God reconciles and holds together all aspects of life by his blood shed on the cross. Calvary love summarizes God's redeeming love displayed on Mount Calvary for all the world to see. If Paul is not wrong or confused, then Calvary love holds together your life, your behavior, your theology, and all your relationships. How Calvary love does that is life's big surprise. Calvary love means the perfect Son of God put away all sin by the sacrifice of himself. Calvary love means Jesus is the standard of all thoughts and actions. Calvary love invaded and surprised our shame-filled world by redeeming shame without doing away with it. Ponder that. Jesus said there are two roads, the narrow road of life and the wide road of death. Both are roads of shame, but the narrow one is redeemed and celebratory, while the wide one is competitive and threatening. Let's explore that. First, what is shame? Shame is an awareness that you are not enough and other people are not enough. Shame is not merely an idea or an emotion. It is a real and confusing experience of life. Lack of enoughness is our common human condition. In its unredeemed state, shame is a perspective that tells you to try to do something about not being enough. Trying is the key word. It means trust curved in on itself. It means trusting self. This leads to confusion and disintegration because self lacks enoughness. But shame that has been redeemed by Calvary love is a different perspective, one that tells you to trust Calvary love to be enough for you and others. Calvary love actually succeeds at integrating your thoughts, actions, and relationships, giving you joy. This integration is the big surprise in life. If you are a Christian, Calvary love did not redeem you by making you enough. Calvary love redeemed your relationship with God, giving you a new identity as a Jesus is your righteousness Christian. That means in Calvary love, you now have something like diplomatic immunity as an ambassador of Calvary love to the world. Calvary love is also your enoughness to integrate your daily life. That means a vision of Calvary love is infinite motivation and power to love as needed. James says you do not miss any good works when you see Calvary love. Paul says you work with all God's power when you see Calvary love. But what if you overlook Calvary love? What if you listen to that old voice pressuring you to try to be enough? One theologian says overlooking Calvary love is easier than falling off a log. Have you discovered that your every disintegrating experience of impatience, self-condemnation, or judgmentalism results from you overlooking Calvary love? Mormonism, like atheism, Buddhism, and Islam, is part of the broad way of unredeemed shame of overlooking Calvary love and dealing with our human dilemma of not being enough. I witnessed by leading Mormons to face their shame and discover both its disintegrating power as well as the integrating power of measuring by Calvary love. This surprises them as the pressure to be enough disappears for a moment. Watch more of my videos for my style.